What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today is probably one of the more exciting videos that we've done on the EK. We are starting our head swap. In the car currently is a motor from the Integra B18B1 non-VTEC. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the head and put our built B16 head onto here. The head was built by FIA Customs Reno over there, and all the parts I've got for this build was mainly Garage 16. So I'm gonna tag them down below. The head is a B16 head, fully built with GSR cams, spare valves, SuperTech keepers, and it has been plugged already for the LS Vtec. Today, my goal is to remove the head completely, and let's do it. This is the first time I'm ever removing a head from a motor. Let's get to this. I am super excited. I want to crack some VTEC. I have Honda S300 waiting to be put in, so I want to get the head in, take it for a drive, see what VTEC feels like on this car, and then we're going big boost. Looks like these champs here only had one bolt holding it. I'm gonna take the plugs out and then remove the dizzy completely. Now that we have all the coolant draining, making hell of a mess, I should have used a bigger bucket. So you guys have one of those oil drain pans or something like that, so that's wider. I definitely recommend that. I emptied all the coolant from the rad, but there was a ton in the system still. I really think this system was overfilled with coolant. That is my guess, because my reservoir, my overflow tank had way too much fluid in it at all times. So pretty good. We're gonna definitely tackle some new things. We're gonna have new rad hoses, tackle weird things like this. We have a new manifold, turbo manifold also. What we're gonna do now is we are going to remove the header bolts. As you can see, mine are all studs. I changed them to studs because bolts end up breaking way too much. So we're gonna remove those guys. And then what I gotta do, I actually gotta take these studs out of here and put them on the other head. And then we're gonna tackle intake manifold with all the fuel rail side. And that's all gonna change too, because we're doing bigger injectors afterwards, and fuel rail, fuel system, all that. So we do have a lot of work to do. My debate, which I'm gonna leave it down to you guys down below, is do you guys want to see this LS Vtec first and just drive around and enjoy the LS Vtec, or should we just full send and go boost right now? LS Vtec boost, then say forget the LS Vtec, show me real power. Let me know now down below. Pause the video, let me know your thoughts. To this car, the more sketch it is. This fuel rail has literally two bolts holding it. This one's not holding it. This fuel pressure regulator was mad loose, and I'm happy I'm taking this all apart and redoing it all. I'm not saying this is from the owner I won it from. I believe it was from the owner before that. The owner I won it from, all he really did was, you know, stance it out and whatnot, but this is very, very loose. So now we're gonna remove the fuel rail so that we can get to the manifold. Then once the manifold's off, we'll take off the valve cover and the head, and we're gonna start tackling that, removing the head completely, so that we can put what's underneath this bad boy right here, which is a built B16 head. I'll show you guys afterwards. And Sapporo, if you want to sponsor this, you're more than welcome to. It's coming along. I left the header loose like that for now. I haven't decided yet if I want to run LS Vtec for a little bit, then boost it, or just boost it right away because we're near end of season. I would have taken off the entire exhaust, but I've spilt some coolant, so I don't feel like laying on that right now. I've removed most of the coolant lines here. As you see, there's weird zip ties and stuff. This might be common to you guys, but not to me, unfortunately. I haven't worked on B series. What I think happened here is that it was a D series engine harness converted to a B series, and then the end of this fuel line here, where the fuel comes through, it looks quite odd too. So we're gonna remove this. I'm gonna take off the fuel rail, see how that goes. Either fuel rail or manifold all at once, either or. That's what we're gonna do next here, and then pretty much once that's off, we can tackle the head. Just a little tip here, when you're removing the fuel line, what you can do is just get a water bottle so it can catch all the fuel. I did lose a little bit of fuel, and the floor is gonna be full of, coolant and all that fun stuff. But this is the wonders and the fun part of building cards and making a mess. Tell me something. Why is the B series intake manifold extremely hard to take out? There is so much to it. It is wild. I've taken out manifolds in so many different cars, but this intake manifold has a lot going on. One thing now that I'm working on the B series and taking it apart, I've always seen clean tuck bays and even some that are just like your average clean bay. And it takes a lot of work. I give you guys a lot of credit. It's actually pretty cool. I'm excited. The intake manifold took way too long to take off. That was the hardest part thus far. And I have to pick, I'm looking at the big boy I gotta put in. That's gonna be interesting. So let's see how it goes. Valve cover gave me a little bit of issue. The studs here are starting to strip, so it's good that we're changing them anyways. Inside actually looks pretty good. It looks pretty clean. Doesn't look too mucky or anything. I don't know. To my engine specialists down below, let me know if you guys see anything. If there's anything here that I missed, make sure you comment down below. I read all your comments and I want to make sure that I don't miss anything. So now we are going to take off the timing belt. There's a bolt down there that will release the tension on the belt, and we'll remove the belt, and then after that we have to take out the cams so that we can get to the head studs. Now we are going to tackle the rocker arms holding the cams because the head studs are underneath the cams. I'm going to remove this now, and I'm not going to remove it in any certain order. When we assemble afterwards, we're going to assemble in a certain order. The reason I'm not taking it out in any certain order right now is because I'm not using this head anymore. I'm gonna keep it aside in case anyone does want it, but I'm not gonna damage anything. I'm just gonna remove everything one at a time. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, we're almost there. Now we're going to take out the head studs. It's the 14 mils sitting in between there. Let's do it. Let's get this off. We're gonna take it off slowly because as you can see, some of these arms here are getting loose. So we're gonna take it off slowly so we don't make a bigger mess than what we currently have. And wish me luck.
Hold on, let me take my time.
Check it out, guys. This is how it's looking. It looks decently even the way they're burning. I can't tell if this is good or bad. Unfortunately, I'm not that good at this type of stuff. I'm just trying to figure it out in the garage, just like you guys. I am super proud that I did it. It's the first time I've ever taken a head off a motor. I've removed motors from cars with help, but this is the first time I've done this solely alone, and I am proud of myself for doing it. I know some of you guys are like, oh, I do that in an hour, I do it in 20 minutes, I've done it a billion times. Not me. It is my first time, and I think I did a pretty damn good job. This thing looks awesome. I am so hyped. I can't wait for the build.